What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Week 5 Waiver Wire Targets video. Today, I'm going to go through some of my favorite waiver wire players to target that will provide you with solid upside for the coming weeks. Before we start this video, let's hop over to our player of the day. In this segment, I will give you a random stat that's associated with the player, and in the comment section below, it is your job to figure out who that player is. The random stat today is, the first month of the season is complete, and this defenseman is leading the league in shots with 47. Who is this player? Leave your answers in the comment section below. The first waiver wire player is Ryan Mcdonagh of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Mcdonagh has actually taken a pretty big step forward this season on the Lightning blue line and is playing well over 22 minutes per night. Through his first 12 games this season, Mcdonagh has 4 points, a +5 rating, 21 shots, 27 blocks, and 19 hits. He holds more value in category leagues or leagues that have more value on shots, hits, and blocks. In 2018, Mcdonagh was fantastic for the Lightning, where he recorded 9 goals, 46 points, an outstanding +38 rating, and added 128 shots, 161 blocks, and 98 hits. Mcdonagh has never been below 100 blocks in a full season in his career, and we can expect him to sustain his totals for the remainder of this season. His 3 shot attempts per game and 22 minutes time on ice is very similar to his 2018 numbers when he had his best season. Looking ahead for Mcdonagh, you can expect solid point production, a healthy +-, and a good amount of shots and blocks. Tampa is clearly still in playoff form and are going to continue to dominate their division. On ESPN, his ownership is up to 60%, and on Yahoo, he's at just 19%. The next waiver wire pickup is Mario Ferraro of the San Jose Sharks. The 2017 second-round pick has been a pleasant surprise for a struggling Sharks team. Ferraro is entering his second season with the Sharks. In his rookie season last year, he had 11 points, 63 shots, 58 blocks, and 120 hits in 61 games. His peripherals were really good given he played under 16 minutes per night. This season, Ferraro has recently moved up to the top pairing alongside Brent Burns, taking over Vlasic's role in the team. He has seen a significant increase in time on ice to over 22 minutes per night, which is a near 40% jump in minutes this season. In 12 games so far, Ferraro has 4 points, 20 shots, 21 blocks, and 31 hits. On top of playing the top pairing, Ferraro is also playing on the second power play unit, where he's seen around a 30% power play share. The only category that Ferraro is going to hurt you in is +-. The Sharks are a terrible defensive team, and he's paired with Brent Burns, who boasted a -22 rating last season. If you can move past that, expect Ferraro to provide you with huge peripheral upside in your shots, hits, and blocks category moving forward. There have been times this season that Ferraro has played over 25 minutes in a night, and this is an extremely positive sign moving forward. On ESPN, his ownership is at just 7.8%, and on Yahoo, he's at just 4%. Jordan Staal of the Carolina Hurricanes is the next waiver wire pickup for this week. Staal is starting off the 2020 season strong, recording 3 goals and 11 points, including 4 power play points in his first 9 games. Carolina's premier shutdown center is benefiting from a strong line chemistry and top power play minutes. On top of his point production this season, Staal also crushes the hit category. In a full season, Staal has never been below 100 hits. He averaged 2.2 hits per game last season and is sitting just above 2-point hits per game this season. Another important variable to note is that in 2019, the Foegele-Staal-Svechnikov line was the most productive line in Carolina, generating a 3.61 expected goals for per 60 in 227 minutes of sample. For lines with a minimum of 200 minutes, they rank second in the league behind the Vegas top line. Carolina has put this line back together, and we can expect significant goal production from them moving forward. Staal is more of a short-term play, as he hasn't seen much production over the course of his career. Carolina has some games to make up this season, and have another 9 games to play for the rest of February. If his line stays intact, and he continues to have a role in the top power play unit, Staal could be really valuable long-term. On ESPN, his ownership has jumped up to 48%, and on Yahoo, he's sitting at just 30%. The Minnesota Wild are looking to resume their season this coming week, making Kevin Fiala a perfect waiver wire pickup. The Wild are off to an okay start, going 6-5 in their first 11 games. Fiala, though, was pretty cold to begin the season. He didn't record a point in his first 4 contests, but followed that up with 3 goals in 4 games. He was suspended on the 28th of January for a pretty scary hit from behind, but with his suspension served and Minnesota looking to come back to play with a bunch of energy, We think Fiala is on the right track offensively. The first thing that really caught my eye is that Fiala is attempting so many shots, with 6.8 shot attempts per game in his first 8 games. To compare that to last season when Fiala broke out with 23 goals and 54 points in 64 games, Fiala was attempting 4.8 shots per game, which is 2 less than what we've seen so far this season. He is shooting the puck much more, and this only correlates with his point production. His 3 goals in 4 games is just a glimpse of what Fiala can really do, and Minnesota is desperate to get his goal-scoring touch back. Fiala has seen an uptick in his minutes this season to over 17 per game, and he's solidified his spot on the team's top power play unit. When Minnesota returns to play, expect Fiala to be the front runner in goals and points as they look to make a push for a playoff spot this season. On ESPN, Fiala's ownership is down to 32%, and on Yahoo, his ownership is hovering just above the 50% mark. The final waiver wire player for this coming week is Cal Petersen of the LA Kings. Petersen has had an exceptional start to his young career. In his 25 starts over the last 3 seasons, he has a 12, 11, and 2 record with a .924 save percentage and a .258 goals against average. The Kings have been a below average offensive team over the last few seasons, and Petersen has not had the goal production to back up his phenomenal starts. But as we all know, goalies are thin this year, and it's hard to find goaltenders with value on the free agency. Petersen has showed that he can steal games. He just needs more offensive support from his front end. With a minimum of 7 starts this season, Petersen ranks 6th for save percentages on unblocked shots, behind goalies like Grubauer, Varlamov, and Vasilevsky. If you're in a league that benefits goalies who win a lot, Petersen is probably not your guy. But if you need help in your save percentage and goals against average category, you can pick up Petersen and play him in every matchup besides Vegas and Colorado. On ESPN, Petersen's ownership is at just 6.5%, and on Yahoo, his ownership is sitting at around the 14% mark. That'll do it for our top waiver wire targets video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you haven't already, click the link in our description and join our Discord. The Fantasy Puck community is growing, and we want all of you to be part of it. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.